So we're going to use the ground better to fix our golf swing. What are we doing?
Okay, so we need a force from the trail foot and a force from the lead foot working together, simultaneously getting those forces acting and peaking, which is going to trigger a rotation of the body instead of a thrust of the body. Okay, so the force we're talking about here is anterior posterior force, AP force termed in short term, but it's effectively a force that's going back and away from the ball.
Yep.
And then the ground reaction towards the ball, that would be the trail foot downswing. So your foot action is backwards and away from the ball. The ground reaction is forwards and towards the ball.
Yep.
The lead foot that needs to be greater, and we want it to be 1.5 to 2 times greater, would be a foot action force forwards towards the ball target line that would get a resultant ground reaction backwards.
Yeah.
So we've got this couple. We've got the trail foot pushing back, ground reaction forwards, the lead foot pushing forwards, ground reaction backwards, and we want those two forces peaking by halfway downswing, which is triggering rotation, creating a torque about our body center of mass.
Okay.
So that's what we're looking for, this torque and rotational force. So instead of a thrust with no rotation, we've got rotation and then reducing, because everyone thrusts some degree, some amount, right?
Yeah.
It's just the excessive amount that we see golfers do that start to really change the plane and the path, the resultant path of the club coming into ball, dropping it in really late, dumping it under, and then getting it stuck and behind and forced.
You'll
out
see
to
this
the
image
right.
a lot as well, where that right leg is kicked in a lot. You probably get a bit of an impingement on that lower back right side as well, if you struggle with any pain there, but that's going to affect all sorts of elements of impact. So super important that we work on this.
So we can then use 2 of the force pedals, okay? We can also use foot sliders as well. So this one we're going to place slightly back behind the balls of the foot of the trail. Okay, so it can be sort of in the arch, front of the arch, but never in the heel, right? So place it around the mid to forefoot. And this one we're going to keep on the balls of the toes of the lead foot, but we want to feel that more in the big toe and the second toe in. Yeah.
Okay.
This one can be back from the balls of the toes. This is on the balls of the toes. So there'll be a slight angle.
Difference to it. Yeah.
And that's a positive angle with that line of pressure what we're trying to create that keeps that line of pressure right of the target.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So if I get you to position those for me.
So just back of the arch and then underneath the balls like that.
So we're just going to put this into screen record and we're going to turn this plate round. I'm going to let you see this on the live graphic.
Does it need to be angled anywhere in regards to the outside or the inside of the foot, or does it just stay relatively in the center?
Relatively in the center is good.
Yeah, okay.
So what we're trying to create, okay, so we go to top of backswing, and as we then move into downswing, we're pushing really hard forwards in the lead foot and backwards, almost like we're doing this kind of duo sliding move. Your front foot, left foot would slide forwards, and your back foot would slide backwards.
Yeah. So
Okay.
as we can see, that as I push down, it's really starting to twist and angle that whole image where it's starting to tilt too much to the right, like that.
So when that red vector is tipped forwards, that's a ground reaction force from back to front, okay, tipping the red vector forwards. And then when the blue vector, the blue arrow is tilted backwards, that's a ground reaction force from front to back. Yeah. So the harder you slide those plates, back foot away from you, front foot behind you, front foot away from you, in front of you, the plates would then, if they were on ice, would do that.
Would start to, yeah. And this is very, you'll see a lot of, let's say the bowler drill like this, where the back foot kind of like slides behind where that lead foot is.
Yep.
And I've done a video previous to this with Dennis Sales in America, and we used the sliders as well. And that was fantastic for really highlighting that. But this is exceptional for building a feel specifically in the feet, because I like that bounce back feeling.
Yep. And what we could do in addition to this, a variation, I would get you, so if I got you to set up, imagine there's a ball there, get you set up to an imaginary ball. If I was to get you to lift your right big toe off the ground, okay? Now go up to the top of your backswing and apply force to your front foot now, left foot, forwards, okay? So you're not allowing that force under the trail foot to shoot forwards to the tiptoes.
To this way, yeah.
because that's what we see. The point of application must remain at the forefoot, slightly midfoot of the trail foot. It can't move to the front of the foot, the tiptoes.
Okay.
Because then effectively that is then triggering, that would be a motion of the body, the right side of the body thrusting forwards. Too late. We've now got this excessive early extension move towards the golf ball.
Yeah, perfect.
And I get you to lift that big toe up. Okay, go up to the top. Good. Yeah, it's difficult because you want that force and that point of application to shoot forwards to the front of the foot.
Yeah, you see that big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'd certainly be worth, I would do more of that drill for you, because it looks like you're bringing the forefoot and the midfoot off the ground completely to put it bang on the hill. Just try and get it so that it's the toes, so you're still retaining some pressure on the midfoot.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, okay.
That's what we're trying to get. We're trying to get that back foot to slide back, front foot to slide forwards, but with friction, grip, or we wear shoes, that grip is going to trigger the resultant reaction, and it should allow a stronger rotation of the body to open the body up instead of thrusting it towards the ball.
So actionable advice for players at home to implement this next time they're out. If they've identified that they are thrusting too much towards the golf ball in the downswing, they could get themselves some force pedals such as this, and then work on the transition down to where club shaft parallel with the ground.
I'd say arm horizontal.
Yep, okay. From arm horizontal, just getting a feel of a difference between where that front foot would be by that stage versus the back foot, rather than where you would probably find that the majority of the players who do this would experience almost this sensation here.
Pressure's gone forwards to the tiptoes on the back foot and almost towards the heel of the left foot.
Yeah, great way to work on fixing that early thrust.
Thanks for watching this video. YouTube thinks that you would benefit from watching this one next. So click that card and it could be the tip that you need to take your game to the next level. I'll see you next time.